easy pickups. Even if got a credit card, Klarna, or Afterpay, the motherfuckers, everybody can get what they want to get right now. So it's moving in a direction. So 5 years from now, I see it being more curated spaces and feelings for sneakers.
Okay. And I guess another question I'll ask you: What's the one sneaker in your collection right now that you feel like it's priceless to you?
Mm. Lex, go first, fam.
They already know what I'm gonna say, but my UNC 5 PE.
UNC fives PE.
Yeah,
Can we see those? I don't think I've seen those before.
I got you. One moment.
For me, priceless would probably have to be my Don C Jordan ones.
Don C Jordan ones.
Let me go get
I
them.
gotta look. I gotta look at those too.
Yeah, go get them.
Man, I got the baby in my arm. You want me to do all this craziness? Let me cut the camera on so you can see my current situation. I'm big. I got you though. I'm gonna go get him, fam. I'll be right back, y'all.
All right, so the difference between the release pair and the PE, I don't know if you can really see it in the camera. The material's kind of like durable.
I see a texture on there.
It's elephant print.
Oh,
It's elephant print. They got the logo right here. Uh, it's right here. And then on the back, trying to hold it up so y'all can see it. Got Nike Air.
and those look DS.
They are. They
Of
cost
course
me.
they are.
They cost me about 7 racks.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh, I got bubble guts in there.
yeah. It was most. It was mostly trades, but still, like, not really in
Yeah,
a rush
that's
to
a.
get them
I've
done.
never seen those before, man.
Yeah, man, it's a gem. Like, I'm a Tar Heel fan, so when the opportunity came up, it was actually like
I
my birthday last year, so I got that. So it was a
I've
pretty.
never seen this pair Kenneth had either, man. Is that like white and gold?
Yeah, white, black, and gold. 37 pairs made. Black History Month. Auctioned off. That was one of I think Jordan Brand has sent me 3 gifts this year. This was a shut up. You got your grails now gift.
Man,
Like literally, I
that's
wish I still I missed it. I mistakenly threw the note away because it was on top of a few bills. But in the note it said you can no longer talk about not having your grails.
dang. That's lit, man. That's a blessing. What about
Happy
you, Jay?
birthday.
So I don't have no shit like that, right? These guys got PEs and he's one of two sneaker releases. Um, everything I got is just special to me. You know what I mean? My story is a little bit unique. You know, I grew up. I obviously knew what Jordans was, but it wasn't a high
Wait, wait,
priority
wait,
for me
wait,
to
wait,
have.
wait, 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 wait.
Oh, wait.
You do have a seated pack pair. That does count.
Exactly. Trying to be modest.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if that was like something to talk about or I can talk about, but I do have some some well, which pair are you referring to, Ken?
A my 12s.
Okay, yeah, okay. I do have some Almont Meunier 12s um, that were seeded, gifted to me. Try not to, you know.
No, you're perfectly fine, man.
Okay, Ken gifted me some Almont Meunier 12s, and it was really super dope. I was so appreciative of it. I didn't know how to respond to it.
Yeah,
Um,
it was beautiful.
you said what?
Pride. It was beautiful.
And And it's one of those things too, because especially as a content creator with like a small following, I'm always looking for the things that's gonna boost up my following as much as I can. And it's no secret that I don't want to call it the algorithm, but just the temperature, the pulse, the feel of today's YouTube sneaker watcher is either talking about resale or they want early looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I got that pair from Ken early, and a typical video for me does 500 to 1,000, and like within a week that was 5,000 views. And then of course, when the shoe eventually comes out and there's no hype on the shoe anymore, the views die down. So
Right.
it goes away. But it was really instrumental. I picked up a decent amount of followers for that. So that was very super cool. I'm appreciative for Ken for that. But that's kind of one of the things where when that happens, now you're looking at, well, damn, what does every early pair have that effect? Is this how those big YouTubers? Is that how they grew in the beginning, like getting
Yeah.
those early pairs? And
I wanted to talk about that honestly.
let's
It
do
it
it.
seems like that's what that, like, to me at least, that's like I wanted to do sneaker YouTube, but I felt like I couldn't because there's no way that I could pay the money that they pay to get a
Right.
hold of stuff early. And it was just like, unless you're doing that, no one wants to watch you. And so it was like, all right, well, I guess I just want to do sneaker YouTube. And I kind of just gave that up because that's pretty much the gist of it. Can I get this pair early? Can I give you an early look? Can I put these on feet before
So
anybody else does?
shout out to Air Max Trend, right? We had said something about early looks recently. I try my best to stay away from the whole fake conversation and all that shit. It's like beating a dead horse at this point, right?
Yeah.
Nobody really cares unless you're selling them, right?
Nobody cares.
The majority of the first looks are fakes unless they are in the hands of somebody from Memphis or Oregon. If your pair did not come through Memphis, probably got a fake. Now, a lot of people would say, "Oh no, man, I know where I trust the source." That's on you. That's fine. I don't. So my label is my label. I don't care my opinions are my opinions. Doesn't make it facts and none of that other stuff. But tried and true, we know once we see something hit Memphis, once I hear something about something in Memphis, oh, it's hit. And then I don't doubt the authenticity of a pair once I hear Memphis got them. And it's been that way now since 2017 for me. And now, as far as YouTubers have been doing the early review pairs, early things since like 2012.
Okay, so yeah, so it's been a minute.
It's been a whole minute. Now, some of them have admitted to having the fakes back then and switching over to, I got my retail pairs now. I get my stuff a little early. I'm cool with whatever store, yada, yada, yada. The bullshit. But some of them have gone back and admitted that, yeah, no, I was fucking with the reps because that's how you boosted the channel. Today's people nowadays are getting seeded by the rep makers because that's how they get their sales in.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
Seeded reps, man. I guess
get
seeded is seeded, man.
Yeah,
and I can confirm this because I get 20 of the motherfuckers in my DMs.
I was gonna say a day.
Sheesh.
Like, hello, we're a wholesaler from China. We specialize in yada yada yada. Want to
Oh,
link up?
that's who them is?
Yeah.
I've gotten a couple of those DMs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they be like, hit me up on WhatsApp and all
WhatsApp.
that.
Yeah.
Or WeChat, whatever you can hit me on. But yeah,
That's
man,
crazy.
like, so when people start talking and telling me, oh, I got the sample and this, that, and the third, well, let me go confirm that with the brand. Well, yeah, no, I got this from the factory. That's cool. Let me go direct and see what they say. I don't care what you say. Let me go and see what they say. Because the factory could make you all red Travis Scott Jordan 1 in a heartbeat. Because that's what they do. But they don't make that shit authentic. No, man. They made this sample for Travis. No, they didn't. No, I know the people who make the fucking samples for Travis. So it's like when a lot of the rumors come out, we we don't speak on them directly, right? At least not up front. I'll get asked 30 times a day about something until I finally come out and say something. I don't just jump out there and say anything. Neither the Z, neither the Sneaker File, Sneaker Bar Detroit, Nice Kicks, anybody, you name it. I know all the people behind these places. They don't just jump out the window without fact checking. Now, some places do, and they don't care about it because their credibility is really not. Their credibility is below sea level to me.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't deal with integrity. They deal with clout. I don't deal with clout. I deal with integrity. And I'm saying this because it keeps coming through my mind day in and day out. I don't give a fuck what cloth you cut from if it's paper thin.
Thanks.
Straight like that.
I think that's something I'm gonna have to start keeping in mind.
A lot of people ain't got integrity. A lot of people, even when they wrong, won't go back and retract any statements. I've been wrong before. I was wrong on about 4 releases in the past couple of years, right? And I can name them.
Yeah, that was funny.
Wrong. I was wrong on the 85 highs when they first got introduced, right? The rookie PE pack and the Photoshop black and reds. Initially, when we first got those SKU codes and we got the color codes, we were like, oh shit, we got Chicago's and we got Breads. It's a wrap. We gon' get whole shit is lit. Yeah. What we ended up getting was, of course, the rookie PEs and what I call the Photoshops because that pair was created by accident. They thought that was there was an old picture of MJ wearing airships, but they were like colored in Photoshop to make them look like Jordan 1s. And that's the color we got with that black and red. But anyway, that was 2 that I was wrong about in 1 year. I was wrong about the second coming of Dior Jordan 1s. Shout out to Jeffy from Urban Necessities. We both had our conversation. We talked about it. He said, the information that he got was concrete, but doesn't necessarily mean that was what was going to happen. And I took the L for that. And the other release that I was wrong about was the Undefeated 4s. I fell for the hook, line, and sinker as far as us getting a ballistic mesh olive orange colorway coming with getting an olive canvas pair, which they pushed to this year. That was going to release either last year or 2022. 2021. So those are the instances where I was wrong, and I recanted those statements. I went back and said, "Hey, yo, look, I was wrong." Everything else, nah, fam. I'm batting damn near 1,000 right now. I leaked. Well, let me not say I leaked, but I confirmed the first Travis release after the black mocha lows. Like, I made sure that I went, hey, he got something on the horizon. Oh yeah, he got 2 pairs coming. 2, boom, I got y'all. When can I say something? Not yet. I waited almost a year before I told folks, hey, Travis got 2 more pairs coming. But anyway, that's the whole bullshit. I'm sorry, I went off into a tangent and talked about.
Oh no, that was. I mean, that's real though. You're not lying about that. A lot of people don't go back and say that they was wrong. They don't hold themselves accountable, and it's almost like it's like being wrong is just like the worst thing you can do these days on social media. Nobody wants to seem like the person that don't know what they talking about.
Right.
And it's like, bro, we humans, man. We make mistakes. You thought one thing and another thing happened. Just be like, oh shit, I guess not, and move on. And I want to know too, man. Like, so it seems like all you guys have had the privilege and the blessing of being like seated pairs of kicks. I know what goes into that is a lot of hard work. and relationships, what would you say is the one thing that will? So, like for me as a creator, I think it goes without saying. It's on my bucket list. It's an aspiration one day to be able to be seated a pair of kicks. I think the closest I came was I got for Yard Runners this year. Someone reached out to me because I went to Prairie View, and they seen the work that I did with they see the work that I do with SEI, which is a black owned nonprofit out here, and they was just kind of like, we want to send you something. So they sent me a pair of Air Forces, and they were in the wrong size. And funny story behind that, because the size that they sent me, I ended up giving them to a kid at random during a school rally,
I'll be back, folks.
and the pair just so happened to be in the kid's size. But it's just kind of like, what would y'all say is the one thing that could ruin, that opportunity? I guess.
Go ahead, Lex.
What ruins it? I
Oh.
guess I want to know what ruins it, and then what potentially puts you in the sights of being that person. Because right now, in the content creator world, it's really hard to see who's authentic and who's not, who's just doing this for this and who's just doing this for that. And it's a lot of people that want that spot.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you do to possibly get into those sites, and then what is something that you could do that would ruin that?
The main thing as far as getting into it, I think, because I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff I got has come through relationships, like just building connections, getting out, talking to people, letting people see like who you are. Like people see me, they know, hey, he's a clown, he's gonna say whatever, but he really loves shoes. Like I really love shoes. So I think that's why a lot of the opportunities have come my way. I'm thankful for it. As far as ruining like relationships, like not being yourself, just being phony. Like you gotta love what you're doing. Like, you in it just for clout, it's gonna come out eventually,
What was the question? So, because I had to go put the baby down.
I basically asked. I said that I recognize that it is a blessing and a privilege to be able to be seated pairs. I wanted to know, because as someone who has come very close to being seated, like I got a pair of Air Force Ones that they came in the wrong size, and then I ended up gifting them to a kid that wore that size. And I said, someone as a creator, I aspire to one day be able to be seated in a pair. It's like I don't know when it'll happen. I don't know how it happens. I just keep doing what I do. I try to keep my head down, and I'd be problematic. But like, what really gets you into the sights of being someone who gets a seated pair of kicks, and then what is something that technically would just be like no, I'm not. I'm not entertaining him.
All right, so it's different for literally everybody, right? And I'm gonna try my best to answer this as broad as possible, right? In 2013, I seen people like Tony Bull and Tony and Bull, them cats out in ATL, Mike Rich and all of them. I seen a lot of them people were, getting, a lot of shit, and I wanted to be seated. I wanted to get those Gatorade packs and all that other shit. This was back in the day. They was giving all types of special packages and stuff. Mm-hmm. I wanted that. So I did everything possible to try to like get Nike's attention. Like reached out to the media team and tried to get press and all that other stuff. Like I did, the back channels and tried to do all that. But what I figured out was you have to be in their face. Now, via social media or events, doesn't matter. You have to be in their face, and not in their face like, hey, look at me, but like you have to be such a voice in your own lane that you're undeniable, right? that your voice is distinguishable between anybody else. Like they know, oh damn, yeah. No, I know, homeboy. And when that happens, then you get put in the eyes of everybody below the brands. And what I mean below the brands is the box stores. The box stores are the ones that seed out a lot of the special stuff, right? Because they get it first. They can afford to, seed out pairs. The brands directly seed people to generate hype, to generate interest in a product. They're not giving product out without intention behind it. So if there's no intention behind the general purpose of the product, they're not putting it out there. So case in point, when they damn it, what the hell is it called? When was it an Air Max or something like that, a gel Air Max or something? It was one of those pairs like Hyper Max or some shit when they had all the beads and balls at the back of the heel or whatnot. When they first started messing around with that shoe, runners, we didn't see a ton of them on Instagram or anything like that, but the pairs that they seeded out were like test wear product, but like got the biggest reaction because then actual sneaker blogs picked up the people who are not on social media like that, who got gifted these pairs. Because their voice was so loud in their lane that it got traction and it picked up. So it all boils down to, having an identity of your own that is you and unique to you. So over the past 2 years, I got told how my name got in the offices of a lot of these brands, right? Whereas before, I just thought it was certain people just reaching out because they thought it was dope. One person put my name throughout the office. That's all it took. One person, but certain people were already following me, whatever. That happens. It's a natural occurrence in any city, any state. But when somebody speaks nice or good of you behind doors that you would normally get into, that's also going to boost you and always going to boost you. It's never going to do nothing but make your character look good. So if you have any friends at any brands and you're wondering why, things ain't happening, because they ain't talking about you in a good light if they are talking about you. Because, some of the people, and I hate to talk about certain shit because then it starts to sound like I'm bragging, right? I have friends in damn near all walks of life, right? Music industry, film industry, sports, car industry, food industry, like whatever industry you're thinking about, I probably have somebody that can do something in those industries. I'm a big ass foodie, so me and BX have been talking a lot lately. And have you ever been seeded Oreos?
Hey, and you know what's crazy? I love Oreos. That is hands down my favorite goddamn cookie. I don't buy Chips Ahoy. I don't buy what other cookies is out there. I don't even know any other cookies out there. I just know Oreo, bro. Let me say this.
Oreos, man.
This is how much I love Oreos. Mike the Compass did a video for Oreo for the. It was like some really big, some really mega stuffed Oreos.
Yeah,
and the cream was cookies and cream
stuffed Oreos. Yeah,
bro,
It's so delicious.
I stopped everything I was doing and went to Target and was like, where they at? I gotta try them. It was like,
yeah, that's the type of shit that a lot of people are. But see, like when you have a voice out there and you create your voice, a lot of that stuff just starts coming to you. They'll reach out, they'll send emails, they'll send people behind the doors that you wouldn't even expect to be close to whatever brand that is. Like, hey, one of my friends works here and they want to know what your email is and your address. Oh, there you go. Hey, look out for a package. It should be there in the next few days. Cool. Like a lot of the stuff that I get seeded, I do not put on social media. I give direct feedback and keep it at that. Because it's not for me to.
That's good to know. That's a good tip, then.
It's not like the stuff that my kids get is way better than the shit I get. And I'm never going to put that on camera and I'm never going to show that shit off because that's for my family, right? Ike has sent boxes of shoes here with nothing in my size. It's happened numerous times. Damn near every year on the same date, right? I mean, they haven't sent anything for my boys because now they wearing men's sizes, but no, that's different. But I say all that to say this again: establishing a lane that is your own, that is true to who you are, that even on your worst days, you can still do because it's your lane. So like, I don't have good days every day. Like, I don't have good days damn near 90% of the time that I'm on this shit. But nobody would never know unless I say something, right? And it's easy for me to do what I do now because I've already established a routine, so to speak, of content, no matter what channels that I'm putting content on. Like Mondays, I know I'm with my boys, we doing our show. I know to clear my mind before 9 o'clock comes, because 9 o'clock we cut it on, we get into it. But throughout that day, no matter what happens, drama wise, hype wise, good wise, bad wise, that doesn't make it to my timeline. It doesn't. Now, Twitter, I'm a little bit more free, and that has cost me some bags recently, but that's different because I'm going to speak more because, hey, it's a quick, fleeting thought. So, sorry to be so long-winded.
Nah, bro. I mean, I'm a student right now, man. I have no problem sitting in long-winded conversations from people who have made the journey there and back. It's a place that I feel like that I'm trying to get to, honestly. Like I used to feel like I had to hide that for a long time. Like something about it's partly because these days people use the word clout chaser as a weapon.
Yeah, be direct with your intentions. That's
they
what I
use
wanted to say to you.
They use the term clout chasing as a weapon, and sometimes it's like nowadays I'm afraid of being portrayed or being. Oh, that's me. It's like there are times where I'm afraid of being portrayed in that light, specifically because people know, well, Craig is doing this, or he's posting these photos and he's hoping that Nike sees him, and he's hoping that this, and it's just like, is that a bad thing for me to be hoping that? It's like, why do people make it like, I feel like people have weaponized that against me. It's just kind of like, I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, I will say that if social media didn't exist, I would still be doing this stuff. Like before Instagram came about, you know what me and my little brother was doing? We was making MySpace videos. We was making MySpace videos just goofing off. Like I love to be on camera. Like I've always loved to be on camera. I didn't have shoes back then, but I love to be on camera. And so it's like, this is stuff that I've just been doing and I would always do regardless of if there was a social media presence or not. And it's just because I'm naturally a creative. When I was in college, I taught myself graphic design because it was just like, this looks cool. This looks like something fun to do. That video right there, I taught myself how to do that in a day. It's not hard. Some people will look at that and feel like, well, Craig, it's not hard to do. But at one point, I didn't know how to do it. But I wanted to learn how to do it so that I could make that video there happen. But
time consuming.
Yeah, very, very, very time consuming. And that's kind of what that's kind of what I wanted to, just it's when he Lex mentioned relationships earlier. It's like, even with that, man, I'd be scared to kind of like talk to people. It's like, I think what stung me recently was I reached out to Kim Jabby because I actually ran into her at a Soho. It was called a Soho. It was a Soho Soho house thing, but it was for creative people.
Right.
And so I was there. Yeah, I was there, and I was, looking at stuff, and I seen her. I didn't really get to formally speak to her, and part of the reason why I didn't was because it was like, when she got introduced to me, I had just met someone else that she knew, and it was like, oh yeah, this is Kim. She works with Jordan Brand. And I was just like, oh man, like I feel like I can't even talk to her. I'm not even supposed to be in the same room with this person. And so
man, she's nice.
I waited until Instagram.
These cool peoples, man.
Yeah, she's nice, man.
But see, I messed up. Like I waited until we got on Instagram and I sent her a message, and I didn't really think about the timing. Like it was around the time Chicago was releasing.
Oh
But
yeah,
I had been trying to work on. Yeah, I had been. The thing was I messaged her. I had already had my pair secured with Finish
Yeah.
Line. I had my pair secured with Finish Line, and I hit her up because I had a idea for a children's book that I wanted to make surrounding Jordan shoes.
Right.
And it was more so just like I kind of just want to pitch this to you. Tell me what you think. Like as someone who creates stuff for the brand, like what do you say? What would you say that this is missing? And she was just, it was just like, hey, you know, I don't work for Jordan Brand anymore. I work on the Nike side of things, and then after that, it just went complete silence. I couldn't. It was like I was cut off, and so I was like, maybe it's just better if I just fade to black at this point. So since then, like I
I'm gonna
went to
give
the
you some
sneakers
pointers with
ball.
that. I'm gonna give you some pointers with that. Like even like when you feel like you know, you asked a question that might have been over the boundaries or whatnot, like don't stop talking to a lot of people. Like hit them with something else. Hit them with a different question with a different tone. And everybody else that's in this chat that's watching this, do know that a lot of the employees at these brands are just like us. They cannot get shit until release. And if they don't hit, they don't hit. Now, even if they work on a product 9 times out of 10, they're not getting that shoe. Like it just is what it is. Samples are a little bit different, but retail pairs, they treat the employees just like they treat the customers.
Yeah, and so I felt like I felt like I felt like the intentions behind contacting her were a little off, but I didn't realize that. What was funny was because I had a pair of Chicago's that I had secured. It was like one of them. Man, what else can I do? Give me something. What I got me a pair. Like what else can I do? It's like you know what? Let me go talk. Yeah, let me talk to her. Like I've been following her. I've been scared to ask her this question. Let me just go ahead and ask it. And it was just like, yeah, no, yeah, you got too confident. And so when I was at Sneaker Ball, I did run into Wilson Smith. I got to talk to Wilson Smith, and he told me that he wouldn't mind coming out talking to some of the kids that I work with at SEI, and he shot me his email. And so I felt like I had I felt like I got to start over, and I said, man, I just honestly, if I could just get that to happen, because these kids that I work with, they're at risk and underserved. They don't really see a lot of people that look like them, you know, with stories of triumph. Like they're not getting that all the time. So as far as relationships go, I've definitely been doing better with making sure I'm not coming off strong because I can be a little socially awkward sometimes.
Me too.
All us can, you know, like don't stop, bro. You know, because on another follow up part to that, you know, you don't never know what somebody's going through. Like just because like it went radio silent, you don't know. She might have been having a bad day, or she might have been having like stuff going on, you know. So silence doesn't always mean like no. Sometimes it's just like a delayed answer, but you know, you can always try again.
Yeah. Hey Jay, this is your show tonight, so
Yeah, I think we're gonna call it a show, man.
My bad, Jay.
No, you're good. This was something I just wanted to try, and it's pretty dope, man. And I'm glad you jumped in here. Like your photography is nice, man. Like this right here is dope. This looks like the what do you have segment on the sneakers app, but this is fire.
That's kind of what it was inspired by. I do that a lot. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to probably actually do this. So how about I just make my own lane and do it myself? So I kind of just did the picture without putting the words on the screen. And so Like I've even gone to school and done my own sneakers kicks checks with the kids. Just be like, let me see what y'all wearing today, and I'll usually do it on my like Instagram where I'll post what shoes they have on and try to put a name down at the bottom. Just imitating what I love.
Oh man, I'm right there with you, bro. Keep pushing.
Before we get out of here, those blue 4s that everybody's been posting, those SBs, not happening.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was gonna say that started off as a what if picture, and then all of a sudden now today it's like this is rumored to be next. It's like, no, it's not.
We know the next color,
created
but
this.
yeah, no, that's not it.
Y'all created this the day after the damn shoes dropped. This is not it. I do want to say I appreciate y'all for having me on. This was definitely unexpected,
Yes,
and
hit that
man,
follow.
I've been trying to get to this was really nice because I don't honestly have, being in Portland, it ain't a lot of black people out here that I can just sit and kick it and talk sneakers with, and feel like I'm in a just a space that understands where I'm coming from. So the Geeks to Soul podcast, this is lit because at the end of the day, I do proclaim myself as a geek. Normally I'm like Lex. I'm sitting on my PlayStation 5. I'm about to go probably hop on that Resident Evil 4 right now. I'm trying to platinum trophy it out.
Hey, right now I'm
When I say
feeling
PlayStation, my PlayStation 5, not 4.
Right now I'm feeling like is his favorite movies on Netflix, man. This is 40.
This is 40, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, hey.
So that's one thing we're gonna do too. Maybe use these Thursday shows to kind of get to the geeks portion. We're gonna talk about movies, music, sports, comics, so on and so forth. Maybe we'll keep the Monday shows for the sneakers and stuff. But we can, we chop it up.
Bet.
Loving it. How you want to end it?
It's only 4 people in here. We can just get out of here.
All right, bet. All right, y'all. Deuces.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Peace.